Hello boys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Bob. Today's book is the book of Ruth. Now if you look in this picture, it's a love scene going on and there is a roof, and the roof is made of a book, so it is the book of Ruth. Get it, Ruth? Book of Ruth. So the book of Ruth can be summed up in one word: a love story. It tells us about a young woman by the name of Ruth who is a widow, and her mother-in-law Naomi decides, who is also a widow, to go back to her native land of Moab. And because Ruth really loves her mother-in-law, she decides to follow her and be with her and support her. What happens is Ruth ends up gleaning in a field belonging to a man by the name of Boaz. And the story of Ruth is amazing because everywhere else in the Bible at this time, there's a whole lot of faithlessness going on, and that is contrasted to the faithfulness of Ruth. Remember I mentioned that man Boaz? Well, over time Boaz really becomes fond of Ruth. And because of Ruth's faithfulness, God rewards her by giving her Boaz as her husband and Obed their son. Now something amazing about Ruth is the grandmother of somebody very important in the Bible. His name is David, and we'll get to David a little bit later in the book of Samuel. But the story about Ruth gives us an amazing term. It is Kingsman Redeemer. By marrying Ruth, Boaz redeems Ruth and Naomi, and he is called the Kingsman Redeemer. And this is sort of a foreshadowing or a sneak peek into what Jesus is going to do when he comes in the New Testament.